Welcome back, everyone. It is Titans League. Of course, you know your favorite YouTuber in the world, bringing you some new Battle of the Titans news. So let's begin without further ado. So before I start this video, I just want to thank you guys for coming to watch my previous video. I knew that you guys would enjoy it, so I'm glad you did enjoy it, and I hope that it was very informative for you. More so, I just want to say that this video is going to be about the current community events that are happening in Battle of the Titans. Now, we're going to be speaking specifically about the Iron Convoy, or in other words, the Steel Convoy, spoken on Vladimir's live stream, which this video will summarize soon. And we'll also be speaking about the GGCO, or the Good Gamers Coalition competition, the Friday Night Mixer, the Mixer, or the Clan Mixer, the annual Clan Mixer. And next, after that, we'll be talking a little bit about Friday Night Lights, also sponsored by my beloved clan, Good Gamers Coalition. So, without further ado, I also want to say that if your clan is doing an event, and you do want me to give you a call out or a quick shout out on one of my videos, please contact me. And if you're specifically doing an event and you want me to give a call out as well, you can as well contact me personally, either on Facebook, Discord, or even comment in the comment section, or even on YouTube. But just reach out to me, let me know you want me to give you a shout out, and I will do that with no problem. So, to continue. So the first thing I want to talk about here is going to be Iron Convoy. Now, Iron Convoy was an idea voiced by a specific pilot. I'm not sure who he is, I forgot his name, but he is an Indian pilot. If he is watching this video, please call him out. If you guys know him, please comment in the comment section. But he came with this very great idea, in which essentially, Vladimir explained it on his live stream, it's going to be a 5v5 Steel Convoy-like mission. It's going to be a defend the target mission, where one team is going to have a target that they have to defend against the attacking team, which will be subsequently trying to attack that target, while the other team will try to be defending it until that Titan gets to the drop zone. Now, to get into the details of it, it's going to be 5v5, but essentially it's going to be 5v6, and here's why. Because the team with 5 people on it specifically will be the attacking team. The team with 6 people on it will be the defending team. However, that 6th person will be Vladimir, or whoever's going to be the streamer, and he will be on that team. However, that person that's going to be defended, whether or not it's Vladimir or someone else, regardless, that person's only going to be able to use one javelin. Now, the trade-off is that the other team has to still have 5 people. However, that person, the other streamer on the other team, which is going to be the attacking team, will be able to use a cormorant to be able to not only film the video, but the cormorant will be fully operational. So it is a little bit of a twist. We have to see how that goes, because in my opinion, which I know others have voiced, it might be a little bit overpowering. Now, I at first thought there was going to be no cormorants, but apparently it's going to be only one, and that one is going to be on the attacking team specifically. So moving further on, let's talk about more of the details. So we know that one person will film on the attacking team on a cormorant. That will be one streamer. We know that one person will film on the defending team in an MAO, a special MAO, and that will most likely be Vladimir, and he will also be streaming. Now, the MAO can only use a javelin. We know that. Here's the next thing. There's going to be some restrictions. There's a little bit, but they're just to make the gameplay better. The restrictions will be that no one can use javelins except the defending side in the MAO, which is going to be Vladimir. And no one can use cormorants except for the person on the attacking side, which is the streamer in the cormorant, and no one can use beacons. Other than that, everything else is free game. Turpets, Ravengers, you name it, that's all free game, except no beacons, no javelins, except for those couple of specific circumstances, which I said those are exceptions. Next, now, more specifically about the defending side, the MAO target is going to be a little bit, shall we say, restricted. Now, I don't know the specifics about this, but I do know that it's going to have its movements shortened, and it's not necessarily going to be able to move as fast. So Vladimir, whoever's piloting that MAO, will not necessarily have the highest speed or acceleration on where they can move really fast. They'll kind of be restricting their movements in order to make the gameplay more immersive, a little bit more fair, rather than just one team running after the MAO after it takes off, because it has all accelerators and everything else on it that can make it move a lot faster than it should be moving. But if that's the case, we know that we can just take out its legs and then slow it down. The next thing is that, talking about the positions is different on every map. So what I've been told, or what I've heard, is that the positions of the MAO on the snow map, or what I'm going to call the winter map, will be between the harvester and the wreckage. So if you're facing the side that has, I think it has about 3 harvesters, which are those flat kind of things with those track wheels on them, those are harvesters. If you're on the side that has 3 harvesters, the MAO, Vladimir, will be between the wreckage and the harvesters. If you're on the opposite opposing side, now there wasn't any references of where you would be, but I'm thinking that he would probably be, again, between the harvester and the battleship on the other side of the wreckage. So we know that the MAO is going to be right in the middle there. Now, to get a little bit more specifically about that, I do want to say that it has been said is that the defenders are going to be a little bit further up when they start off than the attackers are. So it's going to kind of be like the defenders have this little area a little bit further up on their side, and the attackers are coming from point 1 or point 0, the first place you spawned in, and they're going to be having to run all the way across the map to go and get the MAO, which is a little bit closer on that side. So that's kind of how it's going to be working. It's going to be intense. There's probably going to be a lot of light on light action, whatever you want to call it. I think it's going to be fun. Now on the desert map, where's the MAO going to be? Well, we're saying that it's likely going to be between the satellite, or right next to the satellite, and that sort of sky bridge, sky train, sky rail, whatever you want to call it, that. But it's on that side. And if you're on the opposing side, it's going to be on the other mountain right in front of the satellite. Now, these areas, they may be a little hard to think about, but just think about it this way. Essentially, the MAO's position is not likely going to be in the same place every game, but the bottom line is it's usually going to be maybe about 50 meters or 10 meters behind those rails in the middle of the map. But it will still be an even gameplay, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. Moving forward, communication. So how's this really going to be working? Because I know a lot of problems that we're having, and we're not going to really see it fixed until update 2.5 or 2.4 when it comes to communication and multiplayer and all this other stuff we've been talking about. There's no game chat, of course, and that's obvious. We understand that. Well, obviously, we're going to be using Discord. And what has been said is that here's will be the rule. It's not going to be really hard and fast, but it's still not going to be too fluid and fluctuating. So if you disconnect before 6 minutes into the game, they will restart the game, or they'll replay a new game, and that game won't count. However, if you disconnect 6 minutes after that, 6 minutes into the game, you're disconnected. So if on the 7th minute of the game you're disconnected, unfortunately, we're sorry, there's going to be no restart, no redo. The game's just going to have to count. We're going to have to move on. So please make sure you guys have good connection, and make sure you're safe out there, you don't have any problems, and that you can play the game and you're ready to go, because of course we don't want anyone disconnecting and not having the fun that they deserve to have, and not being able to compete and win, because we know that one Titan, no matter how small, whether it's a Mite or a Little Sean, I know some of you guys out there are really good, can change the whole entire play style and strategy of the game in an instant, if not 2 minutes, a minute. So every Titan counts, guys. So let's go out there and make it a win. Next thing. So all in all, to conclude, this is going to be happening January 27th at 8 p.m. Moscow time. Now, if you're Eastern Standard Time, that is 12 p.m., a little bit late, a little bit early, whatever you want to say. So you guys kind of figure it out from there. I gave you the Eastern Standard Time reference, so just figure out what's going to be from there. You know, if you're going to California, it's going to be 8 p.m. if you're in California. So you guys got that. But 8 p.m. Moscow time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please verify that, check that. I don't want you guys getting the wrong information. That's just what I got off of Google. We know Google can be wrong sometimes, but what are we going to do? There's going to be 5 or 6 matches, and to finish, guys, the big deal, the final winning salary is going to be, drum roll please, and Good Gamers Coalition coming with 10 million EC. Nope, I'm sorry. 10 million EC is going to be given to the players to buy T2 equipment. So when you play the game, if you want to play the game, talk to Vladimir and you will be given 10 million EC to buy modules, so it's a great deal. But I'm sorry, that was a false alarm. The winning amount will be 12 million EC. You heard it, I heard it. Guys, go out there and have fun. And I just want to dedicate this last 2 or even minute to saying, I said I was going to speak about the Good Gamers Coalition Clan Mixer, which we'll see you guys all at, the annual Mixer. I just want to say there's been breaking news. The rewards for that is going to be starting with 10 million EC for winner number 1. Winner number 2 will be winning 7 million EC, and winner number 3, or in other words, third place, will be winning a grand total of 5 million EC. This is it, pilots. This is the big leagues. This is the way you win more EC and just level up, or really not level up, but gain more trophies and really enjoy the game. This is the multiplayer experience, and this is the fighting experience that we're wanting to. So please get involved, please have fun, jump into these games, and remember, if you guys ever want to play a good game, come around to Friday Night Lights, sponsored by the boss himself. Want to give a quick call out. 0G, the boss himself of Good Gamers Coalition, is hosting a Friday Night's Lights every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Pacific Standard Time. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. And just come around and have fun. I've been saying a lot, pilots, and I will see you on the battlefield. But I think it's changed, guys, because today it's welcome to the battlefield, pilots. Alright, have a good one.